I mean, they have Rumble, you know. It provides great follow-up on what they want to do, which is, you know, press some R buttons and attack a single target. Ideally the Ziggs, or even the Ahri, if you can blow it up. We're handshaking objectives. We're not fighting. And
will DK actually contest or just give these up? And this is kind of the problem. As good as the Skarner is, with the Ahri, generally you want to try and contest these early objectives, but Tubes not looking too hot. Aiming is still...
You're winning the early game, you're picking up these objectives, you're getting the feats of strength, and you're getting ahead.
It really does feel more so like if you are getting objectives, you're most likely doing well. As Shield just going in.
Yeah, and Bessa really doesn't care about Rumble ults. He just kind of dashes away. It doesn't really amount to a lot, but they trade ults and Shield gets ahead. So, you know, in terms of clear going down or anything like that.
Reward. I'd be looking for a collapse here.
Oh yeah, they're going big time, but he pulls him out of the solar flare. Might not matter, but he is able to get away from the Ziggs. Raptor totally fine, the handshake getting him in. The equalizer is terrible, but they might still be able to get something going on the Lucid. Skarner! He's so incredibly tanky. Showmaker getting the kill in the backline as well, make it a double, and Showmaker finds...
Oh, misses.
Yeah, Shiu kind of in an awkward spot. There's 3 people here. He's got to go up against them. Is Ambessa OP enough is really the question. So far, the answer is yes. Oh, the flash! Perfectly timed. Shiu gets away. Under the noses of BNK, but BNK do not want to let that one happen. They are trying to fight for this one. Showmaker, the handshake goes on a Lucid. That's a Skarner. You don't want him closer to your team. And he's just going to go down. Vikla, no hope for him. And down will go the Rift Herald in favor of DK Barrel. He sacrifices himself. He wants to continue the fight. And that he will. 3 kills go over to DK. They want more. Kellen will go down as well. Will they pick up the ace is the only question left. Clear, he survives under the turret, but man, a huge swing in favor of DK comes through.
They even get the Herald, Valdez, as you point out. Showmaker somehow ends up getting that one.
Beats
now.
Literally like it's a negative play, it just doesn't do anything. As here comes the Rift Heralds. Clear, there's 5 people, 4 people here. I mean, he is just Omega dead. No way for him to get out. And at least Vikla trades to just say, okay, we'll target the Yone. Vikla actually doing a good job going straight up the mid lane, but you can see that BNK really struggling to get near this. The equalizer hits the dragon, as now they land the solar flare to Kellen. He is just popped like a balloon, and down will go Diablo as well. This is just a disaster for BNK, and DK is not a team to back down from disaster. They are going in. They want to take them all down. Raptor will be the last one left. And down he goes. It is a clean...
Are going to keep crumbling for BNK.
Yeah. It's a 10 out of 10 on the overscale, we could say at this point. As BNK, Kellen going to be caught again. The Celestial opposition is just a joke at this point. Vikla, he is going to hop back, and here comes Skarner. And Lucid is just running into 4 of them. He's tanking the equalizer like he doesn't care about anything. Certainly not the Rumble. Vikla desperate to do anything. The flat's on in for the return on the orb. Showmaker really showcasing his Ahri prowess. It's kind of insane. The lineup so close from Shiwu.
They're still going!
And they're still going, because why not? You know, they don't even have the Otacon buff. They don't need the Otacon buff. And they're just going to take them all down. Shu, he survives as well. The fans are absolutely just loving it. Able to do whatever you want. They're just going to go in and look for kills instead. They're like, you know what? We had a very late first blood. Let's just stack up the kills. And yeah, the equalizer's just kind of...
There's no damage!
Just kind of pathetic at this point. I mean, at least he kind of hit them a little bit. Like, it just really doesn't inspire much joy. Playing Veigar.
At 26 minutes!
Ahri skin. Oh, that satchel, pretty nice. Gonna force the flash here to clear with the follow-up. And yeah, I mean, the Raptor can't get away. He doesn't have flash, so he has to go in. At this point, you know, it's just desperation. Like, they can't do anything. He can't vault away. Clear's gonna die. This is just absolutely Omega stop, and they still don't have the Otacon, and they just don't care at all. They're looking to push down mid, I guess. Maybe they'll just end the game.
Might as well. Don't need the buff. Don't need Baron. Showmakers.
Look at him.
You're still playing the game. You're not dead. Don't take your hands off the keyboard.
He's just angry that they're not respawning fast enough so he can get more kills. That sounds like Showmaker.
That was a pen opportunity if I've ever seen one. Can't believe they didn't give it to him.
And guys, the game is just over. 27 minutes. The kill score 22-3. And they're not done. They're looking for a bit more. They'd love to get this kill on a Raptor. The equalizer again, just pathetic. Down will go the Nexus, 23-3. The final kill score.
Laning phase, a living L, and it's back.
Okay. Pantheon is back, but this is support Pantheon.
No, I'm talking Barrel's Pantheon is back.
Yeah.
This banning against DK just feels like a trap, man. Because whatever you ban, they'll just pick up other random stuff and hit you over the head with it.
Yes, TP. Clear does not. Getting the back soon, though. Could be an opportunity at some point. Burst for him is enough to get away from the Cassante, although now he's sticking around, and the flash comes in, and Shiu! Aiming's tanking, 2 turns, just Barrel's ulting under the turret.
Yes,
and it looks very cool. Yeah, oh, they're getting very low. The flash on him, pretty good. We got a teleport coming in as well. Barrel trying to desperately get a kill. He will get the one, but he will be traded back, and that is a kill given. Oh,
Spear as Kellen.
Yeah, just behind the turret. Shiu has flash. He was saving him for this play, but there's so many ults being thrown at the one Jace, and Shiu, we sang. So BNK just say, well, let's play for top, and let's play for mid. Let's you know, we've got our top
for quite a while. Is not great.
It's Feats given over to BNK as well. They get the turret first. The timing has to be so crisp. He's half health, but now the flame coming in. The knockup comes in from Kellen. Showmaker so low. They do take down the Wukong, but can they get anything else? Shiu is going to zone the rest of the team, and Clear is playing Cassante. He does not die this time around, and you see Diablo trying to skate his way
to, as they don't want to give up this Herald.
Yeah, he's just baiting them into a false sense of security.
Been looking too clean, so I'm glad that we're getting a little bit of chaos here.
Yeah.
As that
well, we have a bit of poke coming in on the Kellen. He does have his ult though. TP forced. And he is looking for Showmaker. Showmaker doesn't have flash. This is what I was talking about. That Victor really going to struggle in this 1v1. He does a bit of damage, but he's dead, so it just doesn't matter. Keep in mind that this is just kind of posturing for an Ocean Drake at this point. Looking for Lucid. It's Clear, but he has sent Juwani. Lots of damage now coming out from the side. Oh, the knockup from Kellen is perfect timing. Keeps his backline safe. Barrel is super low. Down will go the bot lane of DK. And BNK are beginning to run away with this one.
They already can't get through them. Imagine if they start stacking these Ocean Drakes, Valdez. As DK, again, this time it's Vikla that sets up the big play. They just keep going after Showmaker. Look at the itemization from Claire here. If there is no Victor on the enemy team, he is not dying. That's now Iceborne Gauntlet and the 4-0 done. So BNK, very confident. Out with Diablo with Cleanse as well. Trying to engage him in this comp really does feel very, very tough. Damage so far has been lacking. Maybe when Showmaker finishes his Leandries, it'll be better as...
Well, I guess Raptor's just dead. Very weird. Not sure exactly how that got started, but he was kind of hiding on bush, and DK had an inkling about where he might be.
Sure did.
And now, I mean, DK up a man. She was kind of trying to bait them into something here. It might actually work. Kellen goes into his ult, but a lot of damage coming out. Barrel has the shield up. Kellen gonna go down through the ult, doesn't matter. And now Clear, we will see if he is mortal. I think in this case, the answer is yes. He dives to a smite.
Diablo.
Go over to Diablo. He's going in, but he gets stunned. There is a nice ult from Vikla to keep him safe. As DK, they really love to play with their food, and they are doing it here so far. Shiu gonna waste the flash. Diablo says, thank you very much.
Oh, they were on Voracious Otacon. DK, Showmaker this time. He's
the angle
safely.
The angle. Oh, that knockup that comes in from Lucid is beautiful. It's just not the 0-2 magic you were mentioning, right? So here comes BNK. They say, okay, we're voracious now for a voracious Otacon. TP will be forced. And will the fight actually come in? Beryl going for the stun on Declare once again, takes a bit of damage. And the poke, it's only hitting Kazante. And that
doesn't care.
That's not really the target you want here.
Flipping?
Okay, maybe a little bit of a flip here as trying to get into the pit, but Kellen keeps him out. The voracious Otacon comes in. Dplus says, you know what? Why don't I just send myself in and die for no reason? That sounds like a great idea. As now Showmaker says, how about a free kill onto him as well? Obviously, there are revives that are coming in. Diablo and Clear trying to hold on to theirs.
Yeah, but if you don't trade it for anything, like
yeah, I think maybe they should have ran. They're gonna go for the kills anyway. We'll see if it works. The stun comes in and Diablo will get the revive, but you're just gonna lose both.
To here is how good of a job Kellen and Clear do of keeping Lucid out of that pit. So Kellen goes in, stands guard, and tries actually to knock Lucid out, but is killed immediately. But it doesn't matter. That's all the time he needs to buy. There's also still the threat of Clear ulting in. He was kind of covering the other exit to make sure then this is obviously subpar. But this play here, they don't know that Diablo is there. This is actually a really well set up A because this is a 5-0. Shroud is fine. Turret's not.
They're like, it's not really doing much. And still, it's Baron buff, so they're going
to be careful for is 100-0 combos. That's the only thing is...
Okay, well, they're really trying to get on top of this Victor. They might just be able to. The sweep is beautiful. It catches all three. And Kellen at first, he was like going super deep. I thought maybe he was just going to die, but he sets up an excellent play. And that might just be the game. DK
should be
trying to run out of this one, aiming. He doesn't have his flash. He's queuing the wrong way. He eventually does get the flash off, but still going to go down. And Siu, the whole game, just not really able to do much of anything, and they're going to take him with them. As enough damage will come through, the turrets will fall, and we will have a game number 3. BNK makes it interesting here up against Dplus Kia.
Is it actually good though? Because I'm looking.
It's not good into Galio.
I'm looking at the BNK.
I'll tell you that.
I had the BNK comp, but that's
Galio was one of those old counter picks into Zoe, right? Because what you could do.
That's why you lock this champion, but will Clear live? That's the big question.
Yeah, really the question is who dies first, right? So he has taken the slice and dice. He's trying to get away, but the first blood goes over to BNK.
Level 2.
And now Clear level 2, this dive not really working out. I mean, the question was who dies first, but DK do not get the dive to work, so it's only going to be one kill.
Specific picks. If they can get those, I think this composition still works. And the front to back is quite solid. I do think BNK are a little bit more gated by time, but I also think that their early skirmishing and team fighting is a very scary thing to face.
So trying to fight over the grubs here. We got a sleep already on the jungler here, Raptor. Huge knock-up as Vikla just face-checking into the brush. He has no idea that Siu was there. Not sure how. I thought he ran through mid, but that's going to be huge. It's a double kill here now.
It's a Viego! Photon and Toland days, which is like 4 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
As we do have another fight. This is a big one for BNK. They need to win this, Valdez.
Yeah, they really need to. There's the Ash Arrow into a Xinjiao, so you're not really liking that. Kellen, he's trying to set up here.
Running!
And they know who he is. Clear is zoned away. Siu is in the thick of it there. But Clearance is being taken out for free, and now they got a 5v4. They're looking for more than 3-man engage Braum ult as the Nico. Oh, it's just so disjointed here for BNK, and now the resets come in. As it is a nearly clean ace. Vikla is going to walk away, but just barely so. And man, that was so sad for BNK. You see that oh, he almost dies! And he might, no, he is going to live.
I'm gonna lie, that looks really bad. The fight was already lost.
Yeah.
Like, maybe Vikla should have ulted on top of Clear, try to save that Renekton, because if he can't sustain, like the initial burst is a problem, but maybe that's something that would be very DK to, just as I declare the game to be kind of dunzo, to just have Beryl die like 3 times and then the game is competitive again, but we'll see. Cloud Drake is gonna go over. Another Ocean Rift coming through here for us, Valdez.
Yeah, you know, recently it was pretty foggy, a lot of humidity. Not a lot of time to talk about the weather here as Diablo wants kills. Barrel and aiming. Will they stay? I mean, they have the Viego Lucid nearby. Kellen also nearby as a... Okay, here we go. Well, they're going to get the root here on the Braum. A lot of damages coming out from the Kalista. Popping forward. That's another really nice ult from Barrel. The ult comes in from the Ashe. Nice knock up here from Kellen. And now you got the Galio on top. Barrel will go down. And Lucid is the clone. It was amazing. Really nice sleep here. Arrow blocked by...
Be the cases. Oh, clear. They don't know.
Not knowers at this point. The flank is fantastic. Showmaker in a bit of trouble, but he is able to flash away. And now Clear is going to be the one that goes down. A double knockup comes in onto the front line as aiming is just dead. And maybe we'll have Lucid too as he gets a kill and dies simultaneously. Bit of a 3-on-3 at this point in time. The knockups from the Scion are so huge, but the Xin Zhao also going massive, and Showmaker goes too close to the sun and gets taken down. BNK, they're going to be the ones that take this fight in a huge way. Xiu, he's very tanky. They're looking for a bit more. 3-man knockup is pretty cool.
Just let him go. It's fine.
It's just that sleep actually going to land there onto Kellen as Vikla. Oh, flash in front of the punch. You got to be kidding me. But Nico comes in. Kellen trying desperately to secure the fight, but it's not going to happen as Diablo gets too close to the team and the whole front line had already gone down. Showmaker flashing all over the place. They want to take turrets. They want a bigger gold lead here. And they're going to get that mid turret and look for the Ocean Drake.
And they're just one objective away is BNK from getting that crucial feat, and they're not going to get it. At least not with this objective. Adakan is about to spawn in the top side of the map as well. And as we can see, all these fights.
But his Scion is so good.
It is.
Really, his Q usage is the one that really gets me, like, a perfect angle to knock up the Kalista instead.
That was not the slap target, and it still did a ton of damage. The arrow, gonna miss.
Wow.
Also, that was, I'm pretty sure they were just beating up on the clone.
Yeah.
As Barrel, as we all have established, does not care.
Barrel
maybe should.
Yeah, well, he is able to jump away.
Never mind.
Baiting the TPs, I guess. The Scion comes on in, the Renekton as well, but Clear not nearly as tanky. You see, oh no, not again, the anti-synergy as Kellen was going for the ult and Diablo pulls him back. That's the second time. That's just not forgivable. And at this point, Vicla's dead as well, and that should be the Otacon going over to DK as there's not really much hope for BNK to get close to this one.
That's a bit of a whimper to end on, because that's going to be Otacon. That should solidify the win here for DK, but BNK, that fight just felt like a mess, unfortunately.
You have the Scion in front of you. Why is the Kalista in range to get ulted by Scion? You know what I mean? Like,
you're right.
Just little micro things like that. Like Diablo, don't get me wrong, mechanically, he's a fantastic player, but still kind of learning.
You can see
some of the little things. He's still got a little challenger in him that we got to hammer out, you know? Unfortunately, as Kellen, yeah, well, he's just getting poked out. I mean, they have the voracious Otacon, so they're just running it down in a good way. As here comes the Scion, they're going to take out Vikla, and that'll be a second kill on the board here for DK, and they will be looking for their second kill in terms of match score. Looking for the 2-1 here, as I'm not sure that Clear, Raptor, or Diablo can do much of anything in this one. You have the bubble coming in. You've got Clear. The Zoe is well and truly online. Xiu just tanks the turret. He's like, yeah, I heard they got buffed. And Kellen, he says, this time, don't ult me away. And, well, he didn't, but the ult still doesn't matter. Oh, the Braum! The Braum ult is so good every single time. As this time, Xiu doesn't quite get the knockup, but it doesn't seem to matter. They still have the buff, as you mentioned. And Xiu just stares them down the entire time. No wave, no matter. They'll just wait for the next one.
17 seconds left on the buff. If you could stall long enough, maybe you can kill them for real, but I think your base is falling, Valdez.
Yeah, the base is falling. They are going to get the Scion. Yeah, they are. As Showmaker desperate to die, and he will. right before the buff does run out. Here's Vikla. Very interesting angle. Seems like they are going to know he's here. And if he's alone, he just dies. But we do have Diablo running through the jungle, desperate to try to help out. We've got a ult away, but now it's just Diablo. So, guys, yeah. Very interesting. Anyway, BNK gonna lose 2 of their members, desperate to try to get something back. The game is in a really rough spot. They're trying to do something, and it's not working out. Let's just say that.
BNK, like him or don't like him, they will never give up before the Nexus has fallen. They will keep fighting. Fortunately, the item breakpoints at this point just not really going to be in a position where they can do anything.
Wow.
The return of Zoe. Heralded with a win, Valdez. We'll take those.
We will take those. Showmaker Zoe, one of many fantastic Zoes. And I hope we get to see a bit more here at the LCK Cup. This Nexus is going down. Diablo's like, well, I'm going to get some kills at least. He gets the one, takes his 5th death, and BNK will take their 2nd loss after DK pads the stats just a little bit. 26-minute win goes